Hello and welcome back to my channel guys. This is Anand and you're watching Physics Craze. So in this video I'll be going to explain each and every doubt that one may have in their mind, because a lot of students have messaged me personally. So from that I had this idea to make this video, and in this video I'll be going to cover some of the important points that you should keep in mind while filling the admission form. We know that all of you are preparing for 2021, and this is also very important for every stream: chemistry, mathematics, statistics, whatever subject you may have. So in this video I'll be going to explain whether you are eligible to give JAM exam or not, how many marks and up to what rank you should get an IIT, and what kind of certificate you have to submit while admission. And there are a lot of things, there are a lot of doubts one student may have in their mind. So I'll be going to explain each and every doubt as much as I can. If I skip some of the doubts, then do remember to mention in the comment box so that I can make another part of this video and I'll cover those topics too. So without wasting too much time, let's get started. We know that IIT JAM Physics 2021 is conducted by Guwahati. Okay, and if you don't remember me or if you don't know me, so I am Anand Halwai and I have scored All India rank 112 in JAM 2020 and All India rank 148 in JAM 2020. And if you haven't subscribed my channel yet, then do subscribe it, because I regularly update the lecture live sessions on my channel so that you will get notified every time I upload a new video. So let's get started. What is IIT JAM? First of all, as we know that it is a national level test, okay, to provide MSc, which is of 4 semester, joint MSc PhD or MSc PhD dual degree. Here you can see joint MSc PhD and MSc PhD dual degree. What is the difference between them? Now I have searched a lot on the Google that what is the difference between joint MSc and MSc PhD dual degree. I've got that in joint MSc you can leave the course after completing your MSc course, and in MSc PhD dual degree you won't be able to leave the course. You have to continue with the PhD of the respective field, having a good grades in your MSc semester. It is online based entrance exam. We all know that you have to give this exam on computer screen. Third point is it is held on first or second Sunday of February every year. So in the month of February you will going to have your exams. And one more important point is the result of JAM can also be shared to IISER, Pune, Bhopal, Tirupati and ISC Bangalore. For those who don't know what is IISER, so these are some institute which are purely based on science, science research and science education, and these are a lot better than IITs. So if you get a rank which is less than 500 or a rank which is less than 1000, also some of the IISERs are there which accept JAM rank up to 1000. So if you are getting some of the rank which is less than 1000, then do apply to some IISERs. They will take interview, and for ISC Bangalore you have to score I think so minimum 30 rank, All India 30 or 20 rank. So these some of the institutes are there who also share the results of JAM. So let's move ahead. Now what are the important dates here? So candidates can apply for JAM 2021 through JAM portal. So there is a JAM online application processing system, or we can say shortly JOAPS. JOAPS, it is a processing system, or we can say it's a website where you can fill the examination form, and you just have to search IIT JAM 2021. You just have to search this much, and in that at the JOAPS portal you have to fill the examination form. So just remember the dates. From the first week of September, JOPS portal will be active. So in the month of September you have to fill the examination form, and they will have the last date till October 10 or something. It depends on them. And from second or third week of November, mock test link will get activated. So IIT also provides a single link of mock test where they have set a paper from the previous exam, and you can give the mock test following the link provided in the JAM website. In the end of December or start of January, admit cards will be available. So at the end of December or January you will get your admit cards, and you will get notified also. For further dates update, visit JAM official website, because some of the times what happened, like present time due to COVID-19, a lot of dates are there which have postponed to other dates. So for further dates update you have to visit JAM official website time to time. So let's move ahead. What subject you can apply? See, a candidate can apply for 2 papers, where you can choose 2 papers to give JAM exam. But remember that JAM organize the exam in 2 time slot. The first time slot is from 9:30 to 12:30. The first time slot is 9:30 to 12:30, and the second time slot is from 2 to 5, I guess. So if you are choosing 2 subjects, then do remember to check the time slot whether your subject belongs to different time slot or not. There are 7 subjects you can apply for JAM: chemistry, physics, mathematics, geology, biological science, mathematical science and biotechnology. But from 2020, in 2020 I know only biological science has discontinued. Okay, so just check the JAM official website whether in 2021 it is continued or not. You have to check it. Now let's move ahead. What is the pattern of test paper? Just remember, I'll be going to talk about pattern of test paper and how to attend the paper to get maximum marks and minimum errors in my some other videos. In this video I'll be just going to explain what is the basic pattern of the paper. Now IT JAM paper, it has 3 sections, A, B and C. In section A we'll have 30 questions. How many questions? 30. Now these 30 questions are of MCQ type. It means only one option will be correct. Now from 1 to 10 question, all questions carry 1 marks, and from 11 to 30 questions, each question will carry 2 marks. And in section B there are 10 questions, and these questions are of MSQ type. MSQ type means multiple selective questions. It means it may be possible that one or more than one options are correct, and each question carries 2 marks. In section C there are 20 questions, and these are of NAT type. NAT means numerical answer type questions, and from 1 to 10 question, each question will carry 1 mark, and from 11 to 20 question, each question will carry 2 marks. So combining all of this, the total paper is of 100 marks. And just remember that in section A only you will have negative marking of 1/3. Okay, and in section B and section C there is no negative marking. Only in section A you will have some negative marking. We will talk about it in detail in my another video. Just for this, let's move ahead with the syllabus. Now how can you see what kind of syllabus you will have for your subject? So on the official website of JAM you will have a tab named syllabi. Okay, I'll show you. See here, in every year you will see a tab which is called syllabi. If you click on it, so there will be a window like this where you can download or you can see the syllabus of your respective subject, so that you will get an idea how much you have to study. So let's move ahead. Data required to fill the application form. This is very important, how you have to fill the application form which is for exam. So see here, in this you have to fill your personal details. As we know that Aadhaar card, PAN card and all of the, not PAN card, Aadhaar card or some of the address proofs. One more thing is that you have to choose JAM papers. As we know that you may appear for 2 papers also, and you have to upload your photographs and signatures, scanned copy, or you can also scan it with CAM scanner and upload it. And there is also one thing, you have to upload category certificate only for those students who belongs to SC or ST caste. Why? Because for SC and ST caste there is a concession of fee in application form also. So at the time of application form, SC and ST candidates have to upload their category certificate, but OBC students, those students who belongs to OBC category, they have to upload their category certificate at the time of admission process. So you don't have to worry. Now PWD means person with disability. You also have to upload your certificate at the time of application form. And payment is done through debit card, net banking, credit card, whatever method suitable to you. Okay, you have to pay the examination fee or application form fee through internet only. With the next, certificate information means which kind of certificate you have to upload and which authorities may issue your certificate. So let's move ahead and let's see In category certificate, we know that, as I said, for SC and ST category you are getting some concession, and for that concession only you have to submit or you have to upload your category certificate at the time of application form. But for OBC candidates you have to upload your certificate at the time of admission. One more thing is there, for OBC candidates your OBC certificate should be NCL type. NCL type means it is non-creamy layer. It is called non-creamy layer. And what does it mean? It means that you have to show that your family earns less than 8 lakh per annum. Okay, you have to show that through income certificate, then only you will be going to considered as NCL candidate, which is non-creamy layer candidate. So now after filling the form or whatever details you are filling, you have to upload the required documents, and the last date to complete the submit application form is October 9, 2019. This is for 2020 exam, but for 2020 exam you will have different date, but as per my experience it will be under October 10. It will be under October 10. And one more thing is there given in their website, that any application that is incomplete in any respect, does not have the required valid documents, will be summarily rejected, and you cannot raise any kind of complaint about that. So let's move ahead. One more thing is there, if you are belonging to some of the category, so this is the form which you will get on the JAM website, official website. You will get this form for OBC students, for OBC category students you will get this form. Just download the PDF of this form and fill the required details, and after that you have to get stamp and sign of district manager. Okay, now which are the authorities that may issue your SC, ST or OBC or EWS certificate? EWS certificate means, this certificate means economical weaker section. This, the full form of EWS is economical weaker section. Now you have to get stamp and sign only from this much of the authorities. You can see in these options there are a lot of authorities who may issue your category certificate and EWS certificate. So just keep this in mind. If you are uploading your certificate, so your certificate must be issued by one of these authorities. Okay, so just make sure this point, and let's move ahead with most important point. What are the minimum marks we need to qualify IIT JAM? Now to qualify means you are just qualified the exam. Whatever rank you will get, you just have to qualify the exams. So what minimum marks you will need? So the minimum qualifying marks, which is also called cutoff marks, is decided by several factors. Several factors means the student appeared for the exam that year, paper toughness, whether the paper is tough or easy, and etc, etc. For example, if you'll see in 2018 and in 2019, here I have attached in 2018, this is of 2018. For physics, if you'll see, there are 13,759 students or candidates who appeared in the test paper, and the 2018 paper was bit tough, and because of that for general category the cutoff marks is only 17.05, and respective categories have different qualifying marks. In 2019 the paper was very easy, and if you'll see in physics the total candidates who appeared is 15,500. So for that the paper was easy also. Because of that the general category students got cutoff marks which is very near to 25, and different categories have different qualifying marks. In 2020, if you'll see, in 2020 I have attached my result also here. In 2020 16,379 students have appeared, and because of that the general category got the cutoff marks which is 21.70 OBC, and this is for SC, ST, PWD students. EWS students also get this, I think so, but these qualifying marks may differ in different years depending on these factors I have already shown here. And every year the number of students who appeared the exam will get increased. So if you want to qualify the exam, you just have to score minimum 25 marks irrespective of your category. Just forget about your category, whether you belong to general or OBC, you must have to score 25 marks to qualify the exam, whether the paper is tough or very easy. Okay, So minimum rank to get into an IIT. This is the very important question of every aspirant or every candidate who appeared for JAM. What minimum rank should I get to get into any of the IITs? There are 16 to 17 IITs, and what minimum rank you should get. So see, this is the final opening and closing rank for different IITs, and in this I'll be going to talk about only physics subject. That's why I have shown this much of the page only. If you want to see for your subject, so you can download the PDF from the link given below in the description box. You can go there and check it. So here if you'll see, for different IITs the closing and opening rank is different. So here if you'll see, this is IIT Bombay MSc Physics. Let me just mark it first. This is IIT Bombay MSc Physics. This is IIT Guwahati MSc Physics, IIT Kanpur, and here we have IIT Kharagpur don't provide only simple MSc, it provide joint MSc. Here you can see in physics. And IIT Madras, here we have IIT Madras MSc Physics, IIT Roorkee, IIT Gandhinagar. This is IIT Hyderabad, IIT Indore, IIT Ropar MSc Physics, IIT Jodhpur. So there are several IITs you can see. So the maximum rank, or we should say maximum rank you should get to get into an IIT is 600. You can see here. For IIT Dhanbad in applied geophysics, this is for applied geophysics, but we want applied only physics na, normal physics MSc. You must get how much? You must get maximum rank of 520/30. Here you can see in IIT Patna the maximum closing rank for general category is 543. Now for different categories we have different closing rank, you can see here, and from this chart you can see what maximum rank you must get into one of these IITs. According to my experience, if you belongs to general category, so you must score less than 500 rank. You must have to score this much, and for OBC category you must score less than 900 rank, and for SC and ST you can see here. So let's move ahead with the next point. What is the eligible criteria and minimum educational qualification? Some of the my friends have asked to me, I belongs to BTech, am I eligible to give IIT JAM exam? So what kind of subject should we choose? So in this I'll be going to cover this topic. See, eligibility criteria means if you are in your degree college, so you must have to score your CGPA or CPI should be 55% or 5.5 out of 10. Means in my university, in my college where I have completed my graduation, we all have got our final result in terms of CGPA. So if your exam CGPA scale is of 10, so you must have to score 5.5 CGPA totally without rounding off. Okay, but in case if you don't have your CGPA scale of 10, means when I have completed my degree we were given our CGPA scale to 7 and I have got 5.51 CGPA out of 7. If your CGPA scale is less than 10, then it will be linearly mapped to scale on 10. Okay, so just remember that you have to score minimum 60%. Just keep this in mind. Not only for JAM, for other exams also, JEST and other MSc entrances are there also for different central universities. Just keep this in mind, you have to score minimum of 60%. And one more thing is there, at the time of admission all admitted candidates will have to submit a physical fitness certificate. Means after you got a good rank and you are now eligible to get admission into one of the IITs, so at the time of admission you have to submit a physical fitness certificate which is issued by some of the MBBS doctor, and the format of that certificate will also get uploaded on the JAM official website. You can get that PDF from there and you have to submit it. Okay, so these are the minimum qualification criteria, you can say you have to complete it. Now, it is also mentioned here all candidates admitted to JAM should have a bachelor's degree. Okay, means you must have to complete your 3-year course, 3-year or more than 3-year. So let's move ahead. The medical criteria for MSc students. See, Medical criteria for MSc or MTech in applied geology at IIT ISM, means IIT Dhanbad. So applicants with color blindness, means these are some important points which is given on the JAM official website. You can go and check there. For joint MSc PhD in mathematics at IIT Kharagpur, engineering students other than above minimum criteria are not eligible. Now the next point is joint MSc PhD in physics at IIT Kharagpur, BTech students with physics course for 4 semester and mathematics for 2 semesters should be eligible. Means if you are a BTech student, so you must have physics for your 4 semesters and mathematics for 2 semesters. If you had that, then welcome, you are eligible for giving JAM and you can get admission into one of the IITs. Okay, so let's move ahead. Seats available in IIT. How many seats are there? So first of all, before talking about seat, on the JAM official website, if you're going to check the seat, they have uploaded which IIT has how many numbers of seat for different categories. Here if you'll see in the box, this first number is for general seat. You can see here this second number is seat reserved for EWS. This third is seat reserved for OBC or OBC NCL seats. These 6 seats are reserved for SC seats and this 4 is reserved for ST. So different category students have different number of seats available in the respective IITs. If you'll see, so here you can see, 1 minute, I have just shown IIT Bombay's availability. You can check other IIT's seat availability in their JAM official website. Here if you'll see, for physics course, okay, now for physics course we are only talking about, for physics course we have 22, 2, 13, 8 and 4. It means totally how many number of seat we have? 49 seats available in the IIT Bombay for physics course. And for different subjects, you can see here we have different courses and different seats available. So you can also see for different IITs in which you want to get admission. It is given on the JAM official website. You can go there and check it. So let's move ahead. Payment and examination fees. Last but not the least, you have to do your payment. You can see for female all category students, you just have to pay for 1 test paper 750 rupees and 2 test paper at 1050, and this is non-refundable. Okay, it means that if you just forget to appear for the paper or you just have applied and you have paid the fees but you didn't download the admit card and didn't appear for the paper, or some of the information that you have given to JAM is not correct and they have cancelled your admission, then this fees is not refundable. Okay, and for all other students, mean male or all other students, if you are appearing for 1 test paper, you have to pay 1500 rupees and for 2 test paper you have to pay 2100 rupees. Okay, this is it for today guys. I have given my best to explain each and every topic. So if I miss some of the topic, then do remember to mention those topics in the comment box so that I can make a next video on this topic also. And if you are not subscribed my channel, then do subscribe it. Till then, best of luck and take care.